said, you know, Shawnee Missionese has a rugby team. And I mean, that statement was unbelievable. Because Kay and I grew up in England, and it's rugby, soccer, cricket. Two of those three have actually made it to America, slowly. And I went to help out, ended up for a variety of reasons being the coach, and then I started coaching. Saw Simon through 4 years of Shawnee Mission East. His younger brother, 2 years younger, through another 4 years, so that was 6 years. Our next door neighbor was a fantastic fullback, and so I thought, well, I won't retire. I'll see him through his 4 years, and it just went on and on and on. And it was at times a struggle. Once my boys weren't playing for the Shawnee Mission East Lancers, it was like, well, I've derived so much from the game. I've got to give back. And I kept on giving back. And I had different sort of assistant coaches through those early years. And then one year, this short, politically challenged guy just arrives and says, I'll help you out. And I was thrilled because he played in the forwards and I'd always played in the backs. Now, I played rugby for 22 years. And the forwards, from a fly half perspective, were a total fucking mystery.
Just say earmuffs and
Earmuffs.
when you're they'll just
That's all good.
cover your ears.
Earmuffs to the whole thing.
He's like, what?
Ain't and Kiwi have heard it all.
Sorry. So, all of a sudden, Robson says, a year later, in order to be CIPP registered, both for players and for clubs, some bureaucrat, it's probably a politician. We had probably had a politician involved in rugby, and all of a sudden you've got to do all this paperwork. And all of a sudden, it's like, I'm responsible as the head coach for the sort of assistant coaches. And I had to fill out this questionnaire, and I realized I don't know the first thing about this
Thank
job.
you for saying that.
Shut up.
Yeah, to be a priest or, you know. And the happiest day of my life was when he actually got married. It was like, oh, thank God. So, 20 years later, it's like, okay, I've given back. And what made that decision as easy as it was, not to say it wasn't hard, because I've done this for 20 years, was the single fact that I knew I was passing this club on to even better hands, and that is Rob Lynn.
This
When
will
you're
be on.
my age. How old am I?
Old, very old.
Yeah, very old.
Say it again.
Old, very old.
Thank
No,
you.
seriously, what am I? 58?
Yeah.
59?
58.
Yeah. I get the reduced rates at the cinema down the road. It pisses me off no end, but
You don't have to pay it.
sorry, which upsets me. None of you will do this, I'm guessing.
For
But I
everyone.
want you to think, when you're my age, or Rob's age, when you've got small children and a wife, when you've got a family, will you do I've done and what he's done. I hope you will. I sincerely hope. I don't care how long you play, but I want you to support rugby in any way you can for the rest of your life.
Matt, Wayne,
Yeah,
Gage.
The
Gage.
whole lot.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Richie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, I mean, it doesn't matter how much talent you've got if you just give.
Man, ooh, want some Kleenex for that, dude?
So, you've all benefited. I hope you've all benefited. I know you've all benefited. You've all taken in the years to come. Just try to. You don't have to give back to rugby. Just give back to something else.
Dear.
Because
I'm sure.
I've done it. Rob's done it. And I hope you will too. Yeah, look, it looks like I've been up at
Buy a deer.
K-9.
Anyway, she's probably chasing deer.
Guys, I saw your last game. It was a great last game. And you beat Liberty. It was very, very impressive. I hope you'll cherish these memories. I hope you'll realize, I hope you'll take some of the lessons. And I don't want to get philosophical or too philosophical here, but I'm going to tell you one thing. If you treat your marriage the way you treat rugby, it'll be a key to success.
Woo woo.
In rugby, you give your heart and soul. And sometimes your passion and your testosterone for 80 minutes. And at the end of it, yeah, if you're like lucky, right? Yeah. 80 minutes. That's the goal, 80 minutes. Yeah.
I want to hear this.
So do I.
Don't mind the camera.
We've got kids present. But at the end of it, you all shake hands. You're all rugby players. And so yes, you are a Lancer first, but you're a rugby player second.
Here, here.
Yeah. So, give it your all. But when the final whistle blows, when you're done, and trust me, this will resonate a little bit more when you're married. When you've lost. You're done. You give it your best, and you leave it all on the field, and you just take it forward.
Yay.
Taking off the court now.
I do this, and I apologize.